But this next actress, she is so beautiful inside and out, and that character of Zelina is one of the greatest in TV history. One of the greatest bad guys is really one of the great people of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, the sexy, Rebecca Mader!
So I see it every morning.
Just put it up. Yeah, because you know what? We all should do more affirmations in the morning. Look in the mirror and go, I'm a good person.
I'm worth it.
I'm worth it.
Yeah.
All right, how are you?
I'm pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing?
Yeah.
Strong start. I mean, it's funny that we do the show in town and it still feels like we're in a hotel somewhere.
So weird. It's nice to do one in LA though, and I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
Yeah.
Winning at life.
All right, well, thanks for starting out, babe. You look fantastic as always.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Do you need anything? Do you need any beverage?
Gin and tonic would be nice.
JT, all right, I'm ordering that up.
It's drink o'clock in England. So
it's drink o'clock. And then you know what? In the world today, it's like drink o'clock everywhere.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. All right, I love you, Bex.
I love you too.
Enjoy your time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time for our Zelina, Rebecca Mader.
This bottle's a bit thin. Let's see if it opens. Morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sister Day. Hashtag Bexana. What's up? All right, let's do some questions. Hello. Hi.
Hi. I'm so nervous right now. I got you.
Me too.
So on a whim, I'm just gonna ask, have you ever been pulled over by a cop?
No. Oh my God, what a great question. No one's ever asked me that before. Oh my God, yes. How many times? Once, twice, 3 times. Oh my God. The first time I got pulled over by the police, I learned to drive in America, so it never happened to me in the UK, but it was 2006, and it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had just finished work on this TV show I was shooting called Justice. I just wanted to get home. I was so overtired. I was delirious, which is probably worse than driving drunk because you're so tired. And I was driving in LA and listening to The Fray. That was like when that album came out. I was listening to The Fray. You found it, you found it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on TV, I've made it. And I'm driving really fast like an asshole. And then I remember thinking, what's all those lights? Those flickery lights. That's annoying. That's in my eye line. Ugh. And I'm like, oh, they're blue and red. Oh. And I pulled over and it's like, we've been following you for 4 miles. And I'm like, really? I didn't hear you. My music was so loud. I'm like, I'm really sorry. And I got away with it. God knows how. I was probably the accent. And then another time I got pulled over by the police. This person was crossing the road. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to hit them. That's so dangerous. And I'm honking. I'm like, what are you doing? Get out of the way. You're going to die. So I pull over and it's like, ma'am. I'm like, yes, officer. He's like, is there a reason you were honking at the pedestrian? I'm like, yeah, it was in the middle of the road. He went, yes, on a crosswalk. I was like, oh, I didn't see that sign. Yeah, it's been a few times. I think about 4. But so far, so good. I haven't got a ticket. It's the accent. It's the accent. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Funny question. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
I want to know, do you dream or have you ever dreamt in character?
No. But I have dreamt in German. I would like to dream, I don't know, Zelina's dreams might be a bit dark, a bit nightmare-y. But I did spend a lot of time in Germany once and I can speak German and it was the first time I ever dreamt in German. But that's not as interesting as being Zelina. But maybe one day.
Perhaps.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, so I want to say you're more gorgeous in person.
Stop it.
My question is, what was your favorite episode to film?
My favourite episode to film? I don't have one, I've got multiple. You know, the ones where I'm heavily in them. It's like you ask any character, what was your one? You know, when I was in it a lot, that was the best bit. I would say when I first showed up, It's Not Easy Being Green, 316, that was an epic episode for me. I mean, my favourites were always the episodes where they felt like a little mini Wizard of Oz movie. You know, if there's a scarecrow in it, the lion and Toto and Dorothy, all being in that Wizard of Oz world was really special and magical for me. That was absolutely my favourite.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Hello.
Hi. So we're all huge fans of your song from the musical episode, of course.
You guys.
So I wanted to ask if you could be the lead singer of any band, past or present, what would it be?
Ooh, maybe the Temptations. I'm a big fan of Motown, and I like how they were like dance together and stuff like that. I love soul music. Probably the Temptations or the Four Tops. Good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
She's wearing a t-shirt saying "Marry me, Bex." How old are you? How old are you?
11.
Ooh. Bit weird.
Who's your best friend on set?
Pardon?
Who is your best friend on set?
Lana. And Emily. I have a very special relationship with a bunch of people on the show. Sean McGuire's like my brother. I love him. He's the funniest person I know. He just literally just reduces me to tears on the floor. And then Lana's one of my best friends, and so is Emily, and we see each other all the time. And Karen I'm friends with, and Robbie Kay, and Rose and Tira. We all went hiking together the other day, so we're all mates. It's lovely, and I think these friendships will absolutely continue.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Hello.
Hi, so my question is, have you ever been to Seattle personally? And if you had, what was your favorite, like if you have a favorite restaurant or
Did you
place?
say Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Seattle a few times, but when I used to be a model, I used to have a catalogue client there. I'd go there a lot. I love Seattle. I actually really like the rain. It makes me feel like I'm back in England. I don't remember any specific restaurants, but I like it because it's a very walkable city like New York. It's a lovely city, yeah. I'm sure I'll be back. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Bex. I'm sorry, I was the one that my voice was gone earlier.
I remember.
So I have 9 sisters, and
Oh,
I
God.
want to know what your favorite.
Can you imagine it? Everybody sings. Oh, nightmare.
I don't just have sisters. I have 6 brothers. So
Woo! Jesus, take the wheel. Take it to the me.
I just want to know what your favorite memory is with your sister.
Oh my God, so many. My sister is really funny. She makes me laugh as much as Sean McGuire. Favorite memory? Oh, when we went to Vegas, baby. Oh my God! I mean, we still text each other about it. It was 7 years ago. I mean, half of her photos. I'm like, I didn't do that. She's like, you're in the photo. I'm like, I suppose I did. Definitely Vegas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering if you, I love you also. And
Thank you.
I just wanted to know if you had any type of series in, like, Once Upon a Time, maybe not in Fantasyland, but in England. Did you have like a long-running series, or did you have like little mini-series?
You mean like a fairy tale show?
It doesn't have to be fairy tale.
I don't understand your question though. What do you mean? Like in England, did we have what?
No, you personally, have you acted in?
Oh, no, I've never worked in England.
Oh, you've always worked here.
No, I started acting in New York, so I've never worked in the UK. It's a massive dream of mine. I really want to get paid to go home. This is the key though. Do something American, so I'm making better money. Fly to England, get put up in a nice hotel, empty minibar with mum and dad. I will manifest it in my morning meditation, but I really want to work in the UK. I never have, so I want to be on something like the Game of Thrones prequel or something. I want to do something really English. I love period things where we're all at war. We're all going to die. We dorm. I want to do one of those. I put no thought into it though. I haven't thought about it. Just pulled it out of the hat. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. My question is, what celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10?
Meryl Streep. Obviously because of talent, but it's who she is that makes her so beautiful, because she's so kind and she speaks to everybody the same, whether someone's holding an electrical wire or doing her hair and makeup. She treats everybody the same, and I wish everybody could be like that in my business.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. I like your dress. Hello.
Thank you. You're a huge inspiration to me, so I just wanted to say thank you first. And my question is, what would be the theme song for your life?
So no one told you life is gonna be this way. I'll be there for you. I love Friends. When that comes on, I'm like, yay, it's gonna be a great day. I would say the Friends soundtrack.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
So I just recently discovered Love Monkey. I haven't watched very much of it yet, but I wanted to ask you about your experience with Tom Cavanaugh, because I adore
Tom Cavanaugh, do you know who that is? Tom Cavanaugh. He's very handsome. I did enjoy working with him. He's really nice. Just like a normal bloke. Handsome, good looking, normal. Yeah, if I was single, you know. But I'm not. So, he's lovely. You know, it's a really good time working with him. Thank you. Hi. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I was wondering, if you could take Selena on any other show or film, where would it be and what would be her mission?
I don't think she'd enjoy being in the Ozarks. I think she'd be a bit bored.
That's what we said.
Can you imagine Selena in This Is Us? A really emotional scene, she's like, what's going on? I didn't have a family, be grateful for yours! I mean, it writes itself. Let's go with This Is Us. Thank you. I love that show. I just love shows that make me cry. Oh, what if she was a doctor on Grey's Anatomy? Imagine like Green, but in Scrubs. Sicily, stat! Oh, God, I love that show. Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi.
First off, I just want to say how much I love you. You're one of the reasons season 3 is one of my favorite seasons. It's made me fall in love with you. My question is, what is your favorite or most memorable Christmas present as a kid?
It was a haunted house toy. There was this English cartoon in the 80s called the Get Along Gang. Was that American as well? Yeah. It was in America as well. So they had like a haunted house, and then where they all hung out, these little characters, was a loose caboose, and my mum got me those, and I was like, that's it. I really love my mum. I'm not leaving, I'm staying in this family. Decided. I always think about that. And she's kept them, so I still have them. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. First of all, you're my biggest ginger inspiration.
Hi, girl. Hi. Oh. Yes, girl. Yes. Work that ginger horror. Yes.
What was it like filming the scenes with the flying monkeys?
With the flying monkeys?
Yeah.
Bloody nightmare. Because they're not there. You're like, get down here now! Quick, get the vial of blood! Attack Robin Hood! And you're just literally just doing that. You look like you're having an epileptic fit. It's flying monkeys, and then they're down, and then you're hiding, and then there'd be like a sort of a metal stand, and sometimes the visual effects department would attach a cardboard cutout of a monkey. And I'm like, are you having a laugh? I'm like, I'd rather have nothing there than that bloody thing. That's ridiculous. How am I supposed to keep a straight face in that scene with this like cardboard cutout? Like, get rid of it. It's bloody stupid. Put a bit of tape on the floor. I'll talk to that. It was bizarre. And then you watch the episode and the flying monkeys are flying around me. I'm like, that looks amazing. But it did not on the day. It didn't. You look like an absolute dickhead. Hiya.
Hi. Just a quick question. As an actress, what's your favorite genre to work in, and what do you look for in a role to get you to be attached to a project?
Well, I mean, to do something, the writing has to be good, and it has to give me hashtag all the feels. Like when I first started watching Once Upon a Time, and you know, Ginny Goodwin's making me cry, I'm like, I'm sold. Like I love things that give me hashtag all the feels. And I like doing things that are periody, so even like, you know, just with being in Wizard of Oz or Fairy Tale Land, I like the otherworldly sort of fantasy element. So I would like to do something periody again, like Downton Abbey and stuff like that. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
I need to burp. Sorry.
Hi. What is the one thing you're going to miss the most about being on set?
About being on set? Someone bringing me things. When I'm at home, my husband goes, babe, will you put the kettle on and make some tea? And then the dog's like, I need a poo. And then they just leave stuff everywhere. And I'm like, for God's sake, I'll just do it all, shall I? And then I go to work and people go, can I get you anything? Water, tea, coffee? I'm like, being at work is relaxing because I get taken care of. When I'm at home, that's a job. So I'm going to miss people pandering to me every need and whim because I don't get it at home. Fine. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So my question is, because we all know that you love Will and Grace, who would be your best friend and who would you go out to drinks with?
Just Jack. I love Sean Hayes. I worked with Sean Hayes this year. I did a pilot that he produced and sadly it didn't get picked up. But we shot it here at Universal and this man is just, he's me but a gay guy. I mean, we're so similar. When I was on set with him, they're like, oh Rebecca, you've got a fitting in a minute. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to Starbucks and get myself a coffee because I'm really famous. And Sean Hayes went, I'm sorry, what? I said, I'm just going to pop to Starbucks and get myself a coffee because I'm really famous. And he goes like this. Yeah. He just gets me, you know? He's like, yeah, you are. I'm like, oh, stop it. So I would love to work with him, but Will and Grace is one of my favourite shows. Friends and Will and Grace. If I'm ever not feeling 100%, whack those on and I feel way better. It's like a mood enhancer. What was your question?
Who would you pick as your friend and who would you go out to drinks with?
Sean Hayes all the way. I'm obsessed with that man. Yeah, Jack. I feel like Karen and me, I don't know, Karen and Zelina, that would just be a mess. Yeah. Lots of debauchery. We'd probably end up in Vegas, let's be honest. Thank you.
Thanks, Max.
Bye. Hello.
My name's Kat. I have a question about your charity work. I know that one of our favorite things as fans about the Once cast is all of the charity work that you do for so many different people. And I know that you have done the recent work with the Stans campaign, with the Lollipop Guild, and that was totally awesome. But if you could do another Stans campaign, would you do it for the Lollipop Guild as well, or would you pick something different? What kind of charities are closest to your heart? What would you choose?
That's a good question. I don't know whether I would very likely give the same charity money, but I don't know, I think children and dogs, you know. I don't care about adults. See, when you're watching something and then someone falls off a horse and dies, you're like, the horse! I don't really care about the person on the horse. I'm like, no, not the horse down! Get it up! The actor's bleeding out, don't care. So either like a dog shelter, like a kill shelter or something to do with helping kids. Thank you very much. Hi.
Hello. You said this morning that laughing and making other people laugh brings you joy, which makes me really happy to hear because I think you're the funniest person I've ever met. So I want you to have your own talk show. And if you did, what would it be called and who would you want as your first guest?
Tea with Bex. And I want my first guest to be Ellen DeGeneres. And have her come out and dance. Thank you, babe. Hi.
Hi. So I know you watched Haunting of Hill House. The whole show.
Have you seen Haunting of Hill House? So good.
Out of the whole show, who was your favorite character and why?
like the girl that had the feeling with the gloves.
Yeah.
Very, very attractive. Yeah, very, very pretty. I think I was most drawn to that character. I like the fact that she could like feel things and see things and have that gift with her hands. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. My question is, what do you think if Karen Walker met Zelina in her full green wickedness, what her first reaction would be?
Do you have any spare blue pills? She'd probably want to raid her stash.
I think she'd be like, honey, what's this? What's going on? What's happening?
Honey, what is with the green now?
Thank you.
Thanks, babe. Hi.
Hi. So at the Jersey Con, you had briefly mentioned that you had watched Making a Murderer, and me and my friend are here actually from the town of Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
No way.
And I think that the town itself got a little,
Bad rap,
backlash.
yeah.
So my question is, if you would ever come to Manitowoc, Wisconsin, let me and my friend show you the beautiful side of Manitowoc.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Yeah. Why not? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, the lake shore is just down by the lake. It's just beautiful.
This country is massive. I think we all forget how bloody massive. I mean, America should be multiple countries, but it's not. It's a new one. You know what I mean? It's so big. I mean, I only dance between Miami, New York, LA, and I don't see enough of the real America. So a lot of the reasons why I like to do these cons is you end up in random places like Des Moines, and then I go to somewhere like Denver and Chicago, really get to see the real country, because I think a lot of people in my business are in this bubble of just New York and LA, but that's not a representation of the country as a whole. So I'd like to do a road trip across America, like one of those big minivans, like National Lampoon's Vacation. Road trip! With beef jerky and Swedish fish, just go through all of America. Thank you. Thank you. Road trip, road trip. Hi.
I just first want to say, love this outfit.
Thank you.
And my question is, what is your most useless talent?
I've got so many. I can burp on command. I can yawn on command. I can cry on command. I can turn my tongue into like a weird little sausage. I can do a really ugly monkey face. And I can cross my eyes and make them go in lots of different directions. So I'm a hit at parties. That's the only reason I'm invited. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, so if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
World peace, world peace, world peace. First of all, I would want to put these bloody fires out. Let's just all... I'd get rid of global warming, terrorism, and just have everyone just chill out and get on. I've had enough. Hello.
Hi. First, I just want to say you're my favorite actress ever. And my friend and I were wondering what the actor-director relationship was like on set.
That's a good question. It's different because when you shoot episodic television, every episode is directed by someone else, because the person who directs each episode then has to go back to LA and edit everything and finish their episode. So every episode feels different because they've all got a different director, which is weird because you're there every week and then this guest kind of comes in and starts telling you what to do and you're like, you want me to what? It's funny because a lot of them don't even watch the show. And you're like, have you not seen it? I would never say that. I mean, I've had directors say, hey, when you're talking to Regina, if you could just really da-da-da-da, and I'm like, yeah, but blah, 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 and Hades and my baby, and I wouldn't say it like that. Oh, they're like, oh, I didn't even know that happened, do what you were doing. So as an actor on an episodic television, you really have to stay on top and track your own storyline, because no one's going to know what you're doing as well as you. So I've always been like a fierce advocate for my character to make sure that I'm not giving, because I think a lot of actors go, oh, I'll take a note and do what the director wants, but it might be a disservice to your character. But on the whole, all of our directors were really kind and really amazing and really good energy on set. There was no one unkind, which was the most important thing for me. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, sis.
Hi.
Okay, so I need to rewind for a second. Let's go back to 418, where you gave me a freaking heart attack. season 4, episode 18, Heart of Gold. So here we are. Okay, so granted, I had had an edible before I.
Did you say you've done an edible?
Not now, not now.
Oh!
When I was watching the episode.
She's like, right now I'm in a blackout. Happy Sunday, you guys. Episode 420, what? I'm here all day if you need me.
So I had eaten it earlier, and then by the time I started watching the episode, it started kicking in, and I was like, oh my god, it's about Robin and Marion and her. She's so whatever, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, Rumple's like dying in a hospital, and then she walks in, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what is happening? She has a potion in her hand. Why does she care about doing this to Rumple? Oh my god. Okay, so then you glamour into Marion.
Sit down.
When Marion glamored into Zelina, I feel like that's when the edible really hit me.
Are you blaming me for your edible kicking in? Blame the redhead. You said it.
No, I'm gonna guess my question. I just wanted to say, like, I have never been more, I don't even know what's the, like, shook and disrespected, and that's by that plot twist. But
disrespected?
The greatest plot twist ever. Never saw it coming. The rug was completely pulled out from under my feet. So thank you. Like that, the acting between you guys during that scene was just phenomenal.
I have
the whole thing memorized. Like I've seen it so many times. I'm not kidding.
That's awesome. I'm glad I blew your mind.
I know.
Blew his mind.
So getting to my question.
Oh, there's a question as well. A cup of tea. It's here a while.
This has boggled my mind since I watched the season 3 finale. Let's say you did succeed with your plan, and you went back in time and killed Snow's mom. Whatever. What happens then? Like, do you just stay there in the past and watch yourself grow up, or do you like somehow come back to the future and like absorb your new life because you changed the entire timeline? Like, what do you think happened? Like, if you were to succeed.
I mean, Selena would just pick her favorite timeline with her favorite people in it and make a potion and go and be in that one. I'm very powerful.
But no, you wouldn't experience like the life that you wanted to experience.
I don't think Selena would care. She just wants to be around her sister and her daughter and have a drink.
I will take the answer. Thank you so much for everything.
Enjoy your edibles. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, hi guys. Hello.
So if Selena were to do a dark curse, but instead of going...
What?
If Selena were to do a dark curse, but instead of going to another dimension, but another era instead, which period in time would you choose to celebrate?
New York in the 70s at Studio 54. When everybody was carefree and AIDS hadn't happened yet. I think that would have been a fun time for her to swing around on a broomstick.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Hey, yo.
I just want to say you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
So my question is, if you had Aladdin's magic carpet ride and you were to take someone with you and travel the world, who would you take and like where would your first stop be?
I'd take my husband. He's such a good travel partner. We're really good on the road together. We always want to do the same thing at the same time, and we like to travel around and drive through countries and just make it up as we go along. We don't make any plans, we don't book hotel rooms. We call ourselves... This is really sad, I can't believe I'm sharing this. No one's videoing you, fine. We call ourselves the wingerers because we just wing it. Wherever we go, we're like, should we just drive to Belgium? We're like, yeah! And we just go and like drive to a different country. It's really fun, so we like to make up our trips as we go along. Woo! Thank you, darling. Hello.
Hello. My husband is a huge Oncer, but I'm a huge Lostie. So, how did you get that part in Lost? And did you and Lana ever have the chance to meet when you both were in that show?
No, I think her episodes, she did a couple of episodes, I think, in season 3, so it was before I came along, so I didn't meet her until 2011 in LA at a party. Brilliant. I got the part on Lost just the old-fashioned way, you know, just going on an audition. And then it got down to 6 people. Oh, it's like being on American Idol. It's like you go through one hoop, and then you get the ticket to Hollywood, and then you go to the next thing, you're like, oh god. It's so on tons. Auditioning sucks. But I know, I was like, I'm going to get this role, and I was just adamant I was going to get it. So I just made it my mission to make Damon and Carlton fall in love with me. And they wanted me for my character to be American. I'm like, nah. I speak English. You've got an Iraqi, an Australian, a Scotsman. You don't need another bloody American. And I'm like, all right, be British. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Give my love to your husband. Hi.
Hi. If you could watch 3 shows for the rest of your life, what would they
Sorry,
be?
can you say that again?
If you could watch 3 shows for the rest of your life, what would they be and why?
3 shows. Friends. Will and Grace. And there's this really funny English comedy called Father Ted. It's Irish. It's about these drunk priests. It's bloody hilarious. It's on Netflix. You're welcome. Check it out. Thank you. Hi.
I just want you to know that I know what it's like being an older sister. I have a younger brother and a younger sister back at home. But anyways, my question was, what was the funniest gag reel that you messed up in?
My gags don't make the cut because they're too rude. They're all cut out. I don't even make the gag reel. That's pretty pathetic. I wish there was like an X-rated gag reel. Yes. It's so much funnier. I mean, now that we're not on the air anymore, can't we just cut one? It's not, you know what I mean? But I think Disney wouldn't allow it. But whenever I forget my lines, I'm very naughty and I swear. So they can't use my mistakes because they're then, followed by expletives. So I can't help it. Thank you, darling.
Hi.
Hi.
So the scene where you hit the Black Fairy with the car, I really liked it, but...
She missed me.
If you could recreate that scene with another villain instead of the Black Fairy from any season, who would it be and why?
Oh, so many people. I'm not going to get political. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. I don't know. I'm going to go with that. There you go. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. What is your favorite Once Upon a Time season and episode in that season?
I don't have one. I mean, weirdly, I'm not even in it, but I really enjoyed season 1. I liked the whole Snow White charming thing. Always made my heart explode. I love those guys together. But then selfishly, season 3 was fun for me because that was my whole Wicked is coming arc. So for me, that was pretty sexy. I enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So if you were gonna put out an album or something, what would your album cover art look like, and the album be called?
Oh God.
Sorry, that's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot on one coffee. I don't know. I just see eyes and then just big ginger bush. So I would just make my hair massive, something really sexy and fiery. Something like that. Yeah. Cheers, mate. I love your jacket. Hi.
Hi. So besides Selena, which character can you most relate to?
I don't... Me personally, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a really good question. I think I just relate to Selena the most. That's a boring answer, but I would say Selena. Thank you. Hello?
Hello. So I know you're into Grace. I've been in Grace. I'm obsessed with it since day 1. If you could put yourself in any season, what season would it be, and what doctor would you be, and who would be your love interest?
I think I would definitely be a lesbian. Sorry, Mark. I would be a sexy surgeon, and I would bring back Arizona. Oh, I missed her in April. It's really annoying. I'm not over it. I still wear black when I watch that show. Bitter, a party of one. Well, thank you. Hello.
Besides Selena, who's your favorite character?
The evil queen.
Hey.
Hi.
So what's your favorite position? In
yoga.
Namaste. real weird real quick. Okay, my favorite position in yoga is the bit at the end when you lie down. I love that bit, Shavasana, where you're like, ooh. I hate yoga. I have tried so hard to like yoga because I'm not an idiot. I know it's good for you, it stretches you out, it lowers your stress, but I just get annoyed. And I'm in a position going, when's it over, when's it over, when's it over, when's it over, say chaturanga, say chaturanga, oh thank God they said chaturanga. I get soups annoyed. I'd rather do like kickboxing, just or dance or something. So I would say child's pose, Shavasana and downward facing dog to stretch out the calves. That feels good when you wear heels. Thanks, Casey.
Hello. I should say hello, darling.
Hi.
Well, so, I guess unofficially here I'm known as the bird lady because I draw my favorite characters as birds. So I've been asking all
Hold on. You name your favorite characters birds?
Yes, my favorite characters.
Okay, I'm just going to stay with the story, okay?
I know, for some reason people think it's a weird. No, just kidding. Anyway, it's weird. So, my question to you is, who would you think, what kind of bird do you think would Zelina be?
An eagle.
Yes!
Yeah, eagle.
Kinds. There's lots of kinds.
I don't know, I just have to dye the feathers green.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We'll have to figure it out now.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name's Chris, and my question is, how did you like being Kelly? Because I like the perky workout person, and I'm from the Bay Area, so I like that we were in San Francisco.
I wasn't Kelly for very long. I thought I was going to be this, spin instructor, green juice drinking, hippy dippy, witch bitch kind of character. I thought I was going to be her longer, but I was like half a spin class, and then my sister gave me a drink, and I'm like, all right, mate, how have you been? So it didn't last very long. I wish it had lasted longer because I was excited to play someone, because the whole point was to create this character, Kelly, that was viscerally different from Zelina, and I wish we had had more of an opportunity for me to be that kind of person, Because the rest of the time I was Kelly, I knew who I was just pretending to be Kelly, Thank you.
Hi. First of all, do you need anything? Can I get you anything?
I asked for a gin and tonic half an hour ago. It never showed up. So maybe a foot roll at 7 p.m. would be nice. But thank you for asking.
We've been talking about a lot about TV and British TV. I don't want to make the assumption, just because you're British, that you're a Doctor Who fan. But are you a Doctor Who fan, and would you like to be the next Doctor?
Yes, yes, and yes. Yes! Yeah, I used to watch Doctor Who when I was little with my dad, and I met my favourite Doctor Who, so I had a massive fangirl moment. What's his name? John with the scarf? You know, the one that had the colourful scarf? I met him at a convention in Atlanta a couple of years ago. He was lovely.
Tom Baker.
Thank you. Tom Baker is a class act, so I was really excited to get a little photo op with him. But yeah, I think why are all the doctors men? Over it, bored. Like, is it not time for a bird to be a bloody doctor? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the latest one, finally! Finally, the moment I was hoping would come. About bloody time! Hello.
Hello, beautiful. I love your shoes, by the way.
Keep going. I love this question.
What was your most challenging or difficult episode you had to work on?
I nearly fainted in a scene once. I think I was getting ill or something, and we had this massive scene where I was hooked up. I was on my broomstick, so I was 200 feet in the air with my harness diaper on, which is really comfortable, and you feel pretty sexy in it. And I was going through the air, and it was when Regina split Snow and Charming's heart into two by the cauldron. And I think just being on the broomstick and being under the weather was really challenging for me, and I'm sweating, and my green makeup was melting off. And then I got off my broomstick, and I'm standing there, and Snow and Charming are on the floor, looking at me with terror, and Regina's looking at me with hate. And then the camera was on a crane, and it was swooping around, and then it sort of came towards me, and I'm like, whoa, that's really intense. And I just went out, I'm like, whoa. It was just So the cameras just sort of moved towards you, and it really tripped me out, and I fainted. That was a challenging day at the office. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. I was wondering, after Neil Bellfire died, who paid the rent on the New York apartment?
It wasn't me. That's a really good question. Unless he owned it. I don't know, did he really ever have a job that would have allowed him to buy an apartment? Probably not. That's a really, really, really good question. It was just always there, wasn't it? Brilliant. I love a plot hole.
Hi. Yeah, I was just wondering, how were you able to cry on command?
Because, girl, I lived. I think if you haven't been through anything and you've had a lovely life and things have always been great, I would assume it's probably harder to cry on command. I think the more sort of painful experiences and trials and tribulations you've been through as a person inadvertently makes you a better actor if you're connected to your feelings. So it's very easy for me to connect to something that's happened in the past and bring it forward into my performance.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Hi. Okay, I just finished the Drop Dead Diva series. So how did you feel about having to dress up as the Dominatrix?
You know, just another day at work, isn't it? What am I talking about? I loved it. I loved it! I played this Dominatrix with like the thigh highs and the whip and everything on this show called Drop Dead Diva. And it was right when I first started dating Mark. And I remember texting him a picture from Atlanta and he just responded, whoa. You're welcome, America. I'll be home in 7 days. And we've been together ever since, so clearly it did something. It was really fun. Thank you. With no one over there? Nope.
Hi, Max.
Papa, can you hear me? Oh, hello.
What's your favorite memory with Mark?
No. Harshbacks. It was when, I'm not going to say the song, but it was when he realised that he'd found our song. And it's like, baby, come here, I found our song. And I'm like, what? And it was playing, and we danced. We slow danced in the living room. Now it's been our song. Thank you.
Hi. I just want to say, first of all, that I acted as the Wicked Witch of the West when I did The Wizard of Oz. So,
nice.
You're a really big inspiration to me, and I really like you. And then in the musical episode, I was like, oh my god, and
me too.
You were one of my favorite songs, so I wanted to know what your favorite song was, and who do you think sang the best?
Me, mine. It's a tickle in my throat. Oh, I can't be bothered to lie. I like my song the best. Don't tell anyone. I don't want to get any hate tweets on a Sunday. I like to love you. Thank you, gorgeous.
Hi, Beck. I was wondering how it was like to work with the baby.
Really annoying. Awful. And, you know, for some reason in this business, fake babies weigh 125 pounds. And I always had to hold my baby with one hand, because with the other I was going to poof out at the end of the scene, or do something, or have a cup of tea, or whatever. So I'd always hold my baby girl in one arm. And it takes like 5 hours to shoot the scene, and then they only use the baby when the baby's absolutely going to be on camera, and when it's not, they give, because they're always twins, right? Because you switch, because one's crying, you get the next one. It's fun. But then like they take the real baby out and give you the doll, and you're like, bloody hell. And by the end of the day, my shoulder would be killing me. And the best part is, you're like halfway through this monologue, you're like, I'm crushing this. This is going really well. And you're like, shut up! Can I have the twin, please? Oh, all right, next. Mommy's doing a scene, shut up. Anyway, back to me. This was really fun. I love you all so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Rebecca.